PepsiCo is very close to session highs at the moment, up about 2%. The beverage and snack food giant reporting a first quarter top and bottom line beat. But what's got investors satisfying their salty cravings for the stock is PepsiCo's North American food business. It reported a return to volume growth of 2% for the quarter. So what sparked that? Well, back in February, Pepsi made a key decision to cut prices for its top snack brands, including Lay's and Doritos, chopping prices by as much as 15%. The effort to win back money-conscious consumers appears to be paying off. PepsiCo CEO Ramon Laguarta took a risk in doing it. He joins us live. Ramon, we don't often hear about major brands these days actually cutting prices. Inflation is still rising. What drew you to make that leap?
Yeah, listen, good to see you. Listen, it was a holistic transformation of the business, right? Price was one element. We thought that consumers need more value given the economic situations, but then we expanded space, we improved execution. As you show there on your commercial, we have a lot of new innovation in spaces where consumers want to go, either no artificials or more functionality or better cooking methods. So overall, you put it all together, and it's true. We increased consumption volume by 2% in our food business in North America, units 4%, almost 300 million new occasions in this first quarter. So we're very pleased with the overall transformation of the business. And yes, affordability was a big part, but not the only explanation of why the business is recovering its consumption and moving in the right direction.
Could you say, though, that shrinkflation is over? Because people hated that. Higher prices, slightly smaller packaging.
Yeah, we're pleased with the execution of our pricing strategy, Lisa. The fact that we're giving consumers more value, especially in our multi-packs and our multi-serve, that has been a successful decision. It's bringing new families. But as I said, it's part of a more broader re-engineering of the full business, including new innovation as you're showing now, or growing away from home and meeting the consumer in more occasions throughout the day part. We're also very pleased with the rest of the business, with the beverage business, and we're very pleased with the international business, which continues to grow at mid-single digits for multiple years now and is a very scaled $40 billion business, accretive to PepsiCo, higher margins than the rest of PepsiCo. So we're pleased with the overall performance of the company, and we'll continue to improve our performance, hopefully in the sequential quarters.
Something tells me, though, you're not thrilled with the beverage volume number. It fell about, what, 2.5%? What do you do to turn that around?
Yes, let me qualify that number. We're moving to a third party all our case pack water. There was a high volume, low margin business, so that will be completed by we're going to lap that by the end of April. So if you eliminate case pack water, our volume is almost flat in North America beverages, which is a sequential improvement. We're seeing volume improvement in the second half of the year, and the levers are similar to our food business, right? Keep growing our away from home business, keep innovating in spaces where consumers want to go. That is no sugar, is functional hydration. And today we announced a big restage of Gatorade. We can talk about that if you wish. It is, functional colas like prebiotics I have here, is eliminating colorants from, artificial colors from all our portfolio, including big brands like Mountain Dew and like Gatorade. So it's a holistic transformation of the portfolio again, which we're very optimistic about where we're going in that part of the business. We continue to improve margins in North America beverages. That was a key pillar of the strategy as well.
Got to ask you, because back on October 9th, when you last joined us, you said that you were going to launch brand new versions, the Simply Naked versions, NKD, of Doritos and Cheetos. So you did it at the end of December, I believe. I tried the Cheetos that have no neon orange fake color recently. And I haven't had a Cheeto since I was, 12? Okay,
Wow.
last year, but I've snuck a few. But I will say this, the new ones made me feel so much better about eating them. Tell me about how that's being absorbed and accepted by your customer.
Yeah, I would say this is PepsiCo at its best, right? This is a large brands, Doritos and Cheetos, really big brands in consumers' mind. The best R&D probably in the world in terms of food R&D, and solving a very complex problem, which is keeping the favorite flavor but with no artificials, and not increasing the cost of the product. So this is R&D at its best, our big brands at its best. We partnered with some of our large commercial customers.
How are the sales?
The result is we're double our expectations.
Wow.
A lot of new consumers, same as you, joining the category. They were consuming our products, but very once at a time, and now they're coming. Especially we're seeing moms with little children that they're saying, okay, now I can give my children my favorites, and I'm feeling good about it. So this is a platform that now we're taking everywhere, and we're very optimistic. There's more examples like this where innovation with no artificials is being very well received by consumers. We're going to continue to dial up that lever of growth.
Before we go, your CFO said on the call, Steve Schmidt said on the call, that the situation with the Iran war is driving sort of another round of high prices for consumers. And while I understand you haven't yet seen that hit your business, you've got to be preparing in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'll tell you, obviously we're seeing energy-related inputs going up. We're seeing some agriculture inputs going up. We're hedged to the end of the year. That gives us a bit more time to understand, the multiple scenarios. We've learned that raising prices is not a good solution, so we're going to dial up cost, obviously, and we're very well equipped for productivity. We have automation, we have AI, we have a lot of infrastructure to drive productivity. We're going to try to grow our way out of inflation, and we might have to, in some markets around the world, we might have to do some adjustments of pricing. But trust me, we learn our lessons. Driving prices up is not a good solution with the consumer where the consumer is. We're going to try to, obviously, through cost, navigate this potential scenario. But we have time. We have time to understand. Hopefully, the things will get better. We'll see a reduction in inputs in the coming months, and that will be an easier place. So we have time. We have our principles on how we're going to tackle this, and we have some experience on what to do and what not to do, and we'll take it as we approach 27.
Listening to the consumer, a good thing for you. Thank you very much for joining us, Ramon.
Thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for having us. Keep eating Cheetos.